Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura, and welcome to the Pattern Queens episode 109. Today is Friday, September 23rd.
Or December, depending on what month you're in.
And this is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship and rambles and lots of shenanigans and way pre-filming ahead of time.
Yeah, we knew September 23rd, which was probably not a Friday, that we were going to be filming today. So
yeah, so there we go. That's how on the ball we are.
So what would you like to tell us about today?
Oh, well, as you can see behind me, it's a Christmas explosion because we are in the middle of doing all of our last minute wrapping because we procrastinated. And so while our son is at daycare today, we have been wrapping presents, but this is just pulling things out from underneath the bed and all this other kind of stuff where we keep all of our wrapping paper. And Timothy pointing out that I might have a couple of black needle boxes. So we did wrap one of James's things in a box, so he'll think that that's really fun.
Oh,
What about you?
well, I just realized that, of course, I asked you that before I said, welcome to our video. If you are new here, welcome to the craziness. It's kind of like this all the time. If you are returning, you already know that this is going on, and hopefully you enjoy that, and that's why you come back. But please feel free to drop us a note, ask us a question. We always enjoy interacting. It sometimes takes me until the next time that we record a video to answer things because I do that while the next video is uploading. So it makes
I
up
don't,
for time.
yeah, and I'm not logged into our account, so I don't get the little pings that someone has left us a comment. So usually Laura says, "Hey Keisha, there's something for you to answer," and that's whenever I answer. So.
The things that are new for me. I worked Monday, Tuesday at school, Monday and a half day, Tuesday at school, which were crazy chaos days because, of course, there was no learning going on. There was only fun before winter break. And the kids were just having a great time. I do want to tell you that you may hear some extra noise because Katie is here in the office with me working. And that brings me to my next bit of news, which is that you can tell I'm in a different location. And we are in the brand new BNS offices and we're recording. I wanted to move that up because right up there is the camp sampler that Keisha stitched the model for. And then I stitched this one, Athena stitched this one, Keisha stitched this, I stitched this. Wait, there's the snail right there.
Right there.
And then Jeff made this cute Camp BNS sign, and Connie, our friend Connie, Count Twice Stitch Once, sent Katie that card with a cute little stitched and beaded snail inside it.
So cute.
The office is fabulous and we have a great workspace and we're really loving it. This is where we're going to be filming all of our Black Needle events and any online retreats and things. We're doing a spontaneous chat tonight and it will be from here. So Katie and I have done some fun stuff. I feel like I'm real chaotic this morning, or this afternoon. But Wednesday we had an office party for everybody who had helped packaged or pack the nice list box, and we had so much fun with everyone.
It was so good.
Keisha got to come to that. So
yes, and my boy took full advantage of the food that was provided. He ate 2 pieces of pizza and all of the frosting off of the sugar cookie that I gave him. So,
and then you found some.
Oh yeah, he whenever James, you pay too much attention to him and he doesn't want it, he'll pretend like he's tired. So he had gobs of sugar cookie frosting on his hand. And I'd used every color because he wanted every color. They were like decorate your own. So it ended up, whenever it was all together, just this goopy brown. And he went like this because he pretended that he was tired. And so the next morning when he woke up, I found some right here. So I thought I'd gotten
a little bit extra.
Right. That's right. Store it where they won't look for it.
And then kind of horrible winter storm hit, and it got so cold here. But Katie and I had tickets to dinner theater, which is about 30, a little over 30 minutes away, not too bad. And we went last night. So we had a great time and got to see Come Blow Your Horn with Hal Linden and Sally Struthers. Um, Katie and I fought the urge to sit and yell, Babette, at
Right.
the poor woman. So, but it was great fun. And it was nice to get out and just have kind of a fun evening together.
Mhm. Oh,
So,
for sure. For sure.
so that's where we are. So what do you want to start with first with? Finishes or stash?
I'll show my finish first. So I
Okay.
forgot to bring the pattern in here because of course I did, and it's in the front room. So, but I finished it, so you'll see what it looks like. I finished Winter Welcome from Park Hopper Bart.
Oh,
So here it is. This is on a piece of 32 count frostberry linen from Fortnight Fabrics. And all the white is a toile, the black is a toile, the other colors are Sullivan's. And there are a couple of counting mistakes in there, but that's okay. No one needs to know where those are but me. So
that looks so good.
thank you. I finished it up earlier this week and I worked a lot on it. Can't remember, Sunday, I think I worked a lot on it. And I was like, I'm just going to finish this thing.
Now, this one was from a black needle box, but I forget to go look at Bart's charts a lot of time and help me. They're on
They're on Gumroad.
Gumroad. Okay. And
Mhm.
if you follow him on Instagram, I think he has a link in his
Yeah.
bio.
Yeah,
And
he has in his link tree to his shop. And he has a lot of, this is the second one of his that I've stitched. Um, I really like his designs. They're really fun.
Mhm. Because what did you do last year? Did you do a Bah Humbug?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I did a Bah Humbug that that he charted that Lindy Stitches put in her newsletter to give away. And yeah, it was just a really ornate Bah Humbug with some holly, and I put it on sparkly gold Ada because that seemed fun to me. So
Yes. So that, I mean, I just think he's a fun designer and he's very eclectic.
yes.
You get a lot of different things with him. So do go check him out.
Oh, for
If
sure.
you're not familiar with, say it again, Gumnut,
Gumroad.
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 See, Gumnut stars are silk flosses. So
Oh,
that's why I have a hard time with that.
mhm,
Or they used to be anyway. But Gumroad is a pay what you feel is appropriate
mhm.
location where people can get themselves out there. And he just has so much content on his site. So,
Yes, and it's there are a lot of pop culture nerdy type things too. Like I know he has a Black Panther one, and things
oh,
like that. So definitely go check him out, especially if you like just some small, cool PDFs to stitch from. So
mhm. Okay. So I think that moves us into haul. I
yes.
have one thing. You want me to show my one thing?
Yes, you can show your one thing and then I'll show my multiple things.
I have a very pretty bag that I don't know how long I've had this, but I found it in the pile where it was waiting to be shown on Flosstube. So I could maybe have even gotten other floss of the month. These are from Silks for You and they're just numbered. And you know what? I'll use the white envelope because they show up nicely that way. There are the colors.
Ooh.
What I've really enjoyed about this is that when they give you an overdye like this, a multicolor overdye like this, they tend to try and find other colors that go with it. And like, I feel
Mhm.
like this light pink would go with either one of those, but the colors are just really pretty in these. And this is the most luscious feeling silk.
Mhm.
So I really love it. And if you've been hesitant to try it, if you're in the US, these ship from, I was trying to look at the return address, these ship from Texas. So you're not paying a big shipping charge on these anymore because they do have US distributors. And I just love these. So my plan is to keep doing this club and get them all on one ring so that I have just a collection of all of the standard colors, and then I'll know, because for somebody like me who's like, oh, I'd like to do this one in purple, my favorite color.
Mhm.
When you go and try and look for purple on their site, they have so many gorgeous options
Right.
that it's just nearly impossible to choose one.
Mhm.
So,
Right.
okay, that's my stash for the week. I've gotten some other DMC, but you know, that's okay.
Okay. Well, I have some good stuff. Okay. So yesterday, the Landises journeyed to my house. They journeyed across the frozen tundra to bring me Katie's gift to me. And so the first thing is she bought me this really cute ornament from the frosted pumpkin made by a needle runs through it. And it's got sugar loaf and Jack, and I just love it. It's so cute. This was a thing that I thought I'd buy for myself, and then I just didn't do it. So I'm really glad I didn't do it now.
You
So,
should get a picture of James and then put it on the back of that and put the year on it.
oh, that's a good
Or
idea.
a family picture. You guys have had some cute family pictures recently.
That's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. And then I got this really cute needle minder, also from a needle runs through it, a frosted pumpkin needle minder. And this was exclusive to the Jingle Ball that was held a couple of weeks ago, which I didn't attend. So Katie was nice enough to get me this. She knows that I love the frosted pumpkin like her. So I was excited for that. And then she also gave me this cute sticker that I was told I could either keep or I could give it to James. I have not shown it to James yet. We'll see where it ends up going. And then let's see if I can pull it up real quick in my Google Drive. My last thing I got from Katie was Jingle Ball Baubles. So this is a PDF with 12 different ornament designs from the people who are at the Jingle Ball. So this first one here on the cover is Satsuma Street. And then the last page shows you all of the other ornaments that are in this book. And I am really excited to stitch these. So the frosted pumpkin designed this one here, which is what Katie made Katie think of me, but there are a lot of other great ones here that I'd love to stitch. So that was my present from Katie. And then Lara said, I'm coming by your house to drop off. Well, she forgot to bring it yesterday, which meant that today she said that she was going to come and drop it off at my house. Well, my work was closed today and Timothy was off today. So we went and got some lunch and to take advantage of James being in daycare. And so whenever she wanted to drop it by my house, I was not there. So she said, okay, I'm going to leave it. Do not open it until we are on film together. I was like, okay. So the first thing, not part of the present, is some floss for our autumn lane stitch along that we're doing at the first of the year. So I'm really excited about that. We're splitting some. But then I got this. And it is a Love You More sleeve. And it's got a lot of cute little hearts around it. And so I told my husband, I was like, I bet it has something to do with hearts. So then I just started naming a whole bunch of heart-related cross-stitch things because I know how Lara Landis's mind works. And I was right. It is Big Hearted Tiny Town from Heart and Hand. I just did Halloween Tiny Town. So I'm very excited to stitch this.
And she talked about how much she enjoyed it and how she would like to stitch other ones. And I'm like, I don't remember if she bought any of the other ones, but I know she didn't buy Valentine's Day.
No, I didn't buy those yet. And then she got me the floss that I need for it, which is very nice. So,
And I bought
excited.
it for myself too. So we will be starting that together at some point. So you guys should all go buy it and we'll just have big old sale.
Right. We'll just have all stitched together on Valentine's Day. That sounds like a great idea to me. Oh, and then of course the inside of this is beautiful. So, yeah, that's my stash. That's a lot of stash. Thank you so much, Landises. I love you guys.
You're welcome.
Love you, Katie Landis. I know you're back there.
Love you. She said the name.
I said the name. I have very festive eggnog.
Awesome. Okay, so I think we are ready for whips.
All right. Well, I don't have a whole lot to show because I have been working on two things pretty faithfully the past few days.
Have things been distracting you? Like you're just sucking you into a couple of projects?
Well, yeah, there have been a couple of like that. And of course, it's holiday party season
Mm-hmm.
and holiday movie watching season. So I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to my stitching. I did do like 800 stitches on Winter Welcome though. So
Wow.
yeah. So that took a lot of my stitching time. But I've been working on Santa's stamp collection from the Black Needle Society. And here's where it is as of today. I am nowhere near that close to finished. Um,
Are you excited that there are only two more to reveal?
yes, so then I'll know exactly how many stitches are in the project so I can maybe break it down. So this is on a piece of 32 count plush fabric from Fortnight Fabrics. And here's the whole thing so far. And then that is the needle minder that we got in the box this year. So basically, what I did, I'm going to fold it up so I can show you a little bit closer. Basically, what I've done this week is I went in and I finished everything but the fill on this one. And then I did everything but the fill on this one so that whenever I'm in the car going to and from different places the next few days, I can just have a project where I fill in and don't have to look at a pattern. So that is my plan on that. But you can see all of the other ones that are on there are finished. So I have 5 finished ones. Of course, one of them doesn't have any background, so it's not one of the big ones, but that's where that is so far.
Awesome.
And then I told myself that as a treat for finishing Winter Welcome, that I would finish Christmas Alphabet from the Scarlett House. So
Or that you
here's
would
what this,
start it.
yes, that I would start it, but I'm just determined to finish it now. So
Oh,
I'm not even close. You're gonna laugh whenever you see it. I mean, I've got a good start, but I don't think I'm gonna finish it. Maybe I'll finish it by Christmas. But anyway, that's what that is. I'm stitching this on a piece of 36 count dwarf fabric from Picture This Plus with the called for colors. And I've got a pretty good start on it. So
wow.
I've got all the borders done. And then, of course, A through E. So I've got to finish the alphabet. And then I have a couple of trees and a little house to do.
It looks so pretty on that fabric.
Thank you. I really like it. But what I realized, because I bought this fabric with you last weekend, is I may have been inspired by another fabric.
That's funny.
And the funny thing is I have a whole other half of this fabric. So I could have just stitched it on that.
Oh man.
But that's okay, because I have a whole other bit of fabric too.
You do. You're going to have so much space to put in
So
all the
much,
cute little things, right?
so much blue. I like blue, so it'll be fine. But yeah, that's where that is. So
Very
those
cool.
are all the whips that I have to show this time. How about you?
Okay. Well, I worked on Beggar's Christmas by Threadwork Primitives. And I love this one, but I am stitching this on a piece of 40 count linen from Picture This Plus. And if you're not familiar with this, Picture This Plus is the tightest 40 count linen ever. But I finished um all but like these first 2 stars worth of that bottom gold, and then started up the side, and I'm to the top corner, so that's as tall as it will be. I'm trying to get all the gold in before I move on to the other colors, but that's how far
Wow,
I got on that one this year.
looking so good.
So, and it's in just its rattly bag. Then because I knew that I probably wouldn't do 2 nights on that because it just really kills my eyes.
Right.
I had pulled out Plaid Tidings from Little Stitch Girl, and I'm doing the greenhouse,
Mm-hmm.
which I just think is so cute.
Yeah.
And I got on a roll and finished the gray on this. I had just barely started the steps down below. I'm just realizing I need to fill in, oh, maybe. But
Oh,
anyway,
wow.
I finished all the gray and I started on some greens. So the reason this tree looks so wonky is that it's going to get a lot of snow in it. Everything will be filled in with white.
Wow. That looks so good.
Thank you. I have to finish the other half in green, but that was a lot of fun to stitch on this year. So
Mhm.
um that's good because I don't think I enjoyed putting in the colors last year. So it's
Oh,
nice to
okay.
pick this up and have it be a lot of fun.
That's
And
good.
this one I have in one of my favorite sleeves. Um, it's this, which is just like receipt paper, but it just makes me think,
Mhm.
because of the pretty handwriting, just makes me
Mhm.
think of Santa's list, and it's got all the
Uh-huh.
stars,
Yeah.
and the inside is these trees with music notes.
Oh,
Totally
very
a me
nice.
sleeve.
Yes, for sure.
And then the last one that I've worked on this week is I worked on Home for Christmas from Plum Street. Really cute.
Mhm.
I had the windows on the house and I had started the brown line underneath it. And now we move the rattly bag. I have it this far.
Ooh.
Let me put this behind it. It's easier, better. So yeah, I got quite a bit. That was a good pattern across the
Mhm.
bottom. I didn't need the pattern for it, and I was able to just go. So
Right.
I stopped here because this is where I ran out of floss, but I will
Mhm.
bring it up here. It's going to meet exactly because I didn't do this
The first
outside
one.
border stitch. So it'll
Yeah.
meet there. And then I have more fill in here in the brown, but I'm still doing like all of the brown. I was fine doing just the brown. That worked for
Nice.
me. And this one I picked up when Katie and I did our East Coast trip. So it was from Dying to Stitch. It's one of their kits that they had put out. And if you
Mhm.
wondered about them, so they had this set up for me, and you use so much brown that I have a separate skein of the brown in here, but it has
Mhm.
all the finishing things in here too. So everything from it came from the shop.
Mhm.
Katie's gonna make a little noise over here, I think. Oh, maybe not. She was grinning at me kind of funny. So
No, that's okay. I dropped my phone into a bag with stuff in it if you heard a crash just a few seconds ago. So I think I'm the one who's making the noise.
So in case you hadn't figured it out, by the time you see this, it'll be Sunday, and we will have, of course, stitched a little bit more, but we're filming ahead because let's talk plans.
All right. Well, I plan to be gone the next couple of days. Um, but that's fine. It's holiday time. I'm gonna go see my family, and then a few days later see Timothy's family. So we've got a lot of traveling to do, and James is gonna get all of the presents in the whole entire world, and he's gonna be so excited. I'm going to work some more on Christmas alphabet. I'd like to have it done by Christmas. I don't know that I'll get it done by Christmas because I don't usually have a whole lot of stitching time whenever I go to visit my parents, but we'll see. We'll see. It's not a priority. I'll work more on Santa's stamp collection though, because I do have that set up for car stitching. And then, and I didn't bring it in here with me, so my apologies, but I bought a little Mill Hill kit that's two champagne glasses toasting and it says Happy New Year on it.
Oh, cute.
And I'm hoping to stitch that in the week between Christmas and New Year's. So,
That'll be fun.
yeah, those are my loose plans. How about yours?
Well, you and I will have to talk about when we're starting what, right?
Yes, yes.
I have to find it all. This is my next one that is up for my 12 days of stitching. I just have this and one more in the 12 days. And I think I have a total of like 4 or 5 projects that I need to work on to finish out this month, and that'll be my whole year of touching all of my whips.
Wow, that's
Um,
amazing.
There are a few that I did not stitch on this year, mainly because they had just somehow wandered off from their groups. And so I didn't come to them, but I have them marked, and I will make sure that I try and hit those in the next year just as soon as I can. So I'm going to be working on my Christmas list from Silver Creek Samplers. I'll get it close for you. I know you've all seen this, but it's really cute. I started from the bottom, and this row will be my focus this week, the time for bed,
Nice.
because I'll show you my pretty fabric. I think it's a 32 count from Heavenly Creations, who's no longer dyeing fabric. But you would not think that this purple and yellow would work with all of those Christmas colors, but I love them on it.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's just the best background for it.
It's really nice.
And I already have the bed started. So I'll just have to finish filling in that quilt, which is a few colors. So it'll be some kind of fiddly color changing, but it's not bad. And I think I can get the rest of that row done in the time that I have to stitch on it. And this one, I'll show you this because this just makes Katie laugh. I bought this bag from our friend Judy, who is Judy's Project Bags and More on Facebook, and you can join her group and buy her lovely bags. And inside is these cute peppermints. So this is peppermint hot chocolate. But what Katie loves is that we had this fabric and we made book sleeves out of it. And she laughed because I bought it as a project bag. And I'm like, but I really like it. And I want a project bag.
Right.
So,
And look at that little candy button.
yes, I was
That's
just going to show
adorable.
that. Look at that thing. So fun. So I'll be working on that one. And by the time we film again, by the time I do a Flosstube again, I will have finished all of my December whips. So I should have a pretty decent stack to start and show you. And you'll kind of get to see what I'm going to do for the new year to get myself going on my 59 before 60. Like we have some chats coming up with Black Needle, so I will get a lot of stitching time in. And Katie and I did our 22 for 22 starts this year, and we will be doing 23 for 23. However, we're reusing the projects that we started this year. So I only add new ones in if there are openings. So we are, it's kind of like how a lot of people have done Mania, but we used to always do it at the beginning of the year. And so Katie and I have kind of flipped back to that because we like that. And then you have the whole year to work on those projects.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Um,
I've been looking at some of the things that I'd like to finish in the next year, and I've been trying to come up with a plan for how I'm going to finish them, how many stitches I'm going to do each month to try to move things along, and we'll see how it goes.
I would like to during this next week, get out my planner and kind of get things set up and see what it looks like. I also brought another bag with me. It's sitting down here staring at me. And I have some binders and some page protectors, and I'm going to work on getting patterns slid in there. And once they're all in page protectors, then I plan to sort the binders and get things. I need to figure out how I want them organized. So there's a question for you. How do you have your cross stitch patterns organized? Do you organize them by designer? Do you organize them by holiday or theme? What do you do? How do you organize them?
Ooh, that's a good question because I can see the merits of both. For a lot of my stuff, not that I'm super organized, I need to work on that myself. I kind of group by subject a little bit, like holiday stuff, and then I'll kind of group by designer within that. And if it's like stuff that's not related to a holiday, I will do by designer generally.
Yeah, so I have to kind of figure out what I think I want to do. So you
Mhm.
guys answer that question too, and leave us a comment down below, and we'll see what kind of a discussion we can get going with that, because I would love to hear all the ideas. And I mean, I've been stitching a long time, so I've been through lots of different versions of how to organize your stash.
Right.
And if you have some great ideas or things that really work for you, let me know that, because
Mhm.
I can learn new things.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
Yeah.
ask Keisha. She's taught me lots.
And I hardly know anything.
That's not exactly true. So, anyway, do you think that we've been rambly enough today?
I think so, and we've gotten up to a lot of shenanigans.
Okay, so with that, there's really nothing left to say except Merry Christmas, Happy
Merry
Holidays,
Christmas. You
Happy
got me.
Hanukkah.
Bye. Have a good week and whatever.